All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about something pretty exciting, a new kind of AI tool that honestly could completely change the game for developers. We're looking at a super powerful code scanner, but here's the kicker. It does everything right there on your laptop.
And this quote, this is the whole idea in a nutshell. If you remember one thing, make it this. Because it's not just some cool feature, right? It's the answer to a massive problem that developers have been struggling with for a while now.
So what is that problem exactly? Well, it's this constant tug of war that developers are stuck in. You've got these amazing, powerful AI tools out there in the cloud that can analyze your code and find all sorts of things. But you have to send them your code, your secret sauce, your company's proprietary work, all uploaded to a third-party server. It's the ultimate dilemma. Do you sacrifice your privacy to get that power?
Let's just break that down a little. With cloud AI, yeah, you get incredible processing power, but you're also paying for it with privacy concerns, security risks, and of course those token costs that can really add up. Local AI, on the other hand, has always been seen as the weaker option. But this new scanner, it totally flips that script. The whole point is to give you the best of both worlds without the compromise.
And that is exactly where this code scanner comes into play. It's designed to just completely shatter that dilemma. You get all this sophisticated AI analysis you could want, but your code stays put. It never, ever leaves your machine. You get the power, and you get the rock-solid security of keeping everything local.
So, let's peek under the hood a bit. First, and this is the big one, it is 100% local. That means zero token costs. You're just using your own computer's power. It's also built to be super efficient, so it'll run just fine on a regular gaming PC or a modern laptop. And maybe my favorite part, it's totally language agnostic. It doesn't care if you're writing Python, JavaScript, C++, whatever. It looks at the structure, not the specific language.
You know, the easiest way to wrap your head around how this works is to think about it like this. Imagine you've got this super diligent proofreader watching over your shoulder while you write. But instead of waiting for you to finish a whole chapter, this proofreader is only looking at the last few sentences you just typed, giving you feedback right away.
And that's exactly what the scanner is doing. In the world of coding, those new sentences are what we call uncommitted changes in Git. It's laser focused on the code you're actively working on right now. The new files you've created, the lines you've just changed, long before you officially save it to the project's history. This means you're getting feedback in the moment when it's most valuable.
So how does it pull this off? It's actually a pretty clever little process running in the background. It's just a constant loop. It watches your Git folder for changes. The second you save a file, it grabs the entire file to get all the context and sends it to your local AI model. Then boom, it updates a live report with any suggestions. It just keeps doing this, over and over, like your own personal, tireless coding assistant.
Okay, but this is where it goes from just useful to truly revolutionary. Because just looking at the file you changed is one thing. The real magic happens when you give that AI proofreader the ability to understand your entire project.
And I love this analogy. The proofreader now has a library card. Suddenly, it's not just stuck looking at your current page. It can get up, walk over to the library, which is your entire code base, and pull any other book or file off the shelf. It can see how your new code might affect something in a totally different part of the project. This is all possible thanks to a set of features called AI tools.
Let's look at a couple of these tools because they're awesome. With search text, the AI can literally search your whole project for a piece of text. With read file, it can open up another file to get more context. And with fine definition, it can trace a function back to where it was born. This is what turns it from a simple spell checker into a real architectural analyst that understands how everything fits together.
Okay, so the theory is fantastic. But how do you actually use this thing? Let's quickly walk through setting it up on Linux. And don't think of this as some dry, boring tutorial. Think of it as the recipe to fire up your very own private AI coding partner. First off, you'll need a few things already on your system, and they each have an important job. You need Python to actually run the program, and of course Git, since it's watching your Git changes. Then you need universal-ctags. That's the magic that powers that fine definition tool, and something called ripgrep, which is what gives it that super fast project-wide search capability. The setup itself is actually pretty simple. You install those dependencies we just talked about, then you get a local AI model server running. Ollama is a fantastic choice for Linux, super easy. After that, you install the scanner itself, and finally, you just run it. You point it at your codes folder and tell it which rules you want the AI to follow. That's it.
And you've got options for that AI brain. The scanner works great with Ollama, which is perfect if you like working in the terminal.
But it also supports LM Studio, which gives you a nice graphical interface to download and experiment with different AI models. The point is, this isn't some complex, out-of-reach tech. It's accessible.
So after all that, from the promise of total privacy to the nuts and bolts of getting it running, what's the big picture takeaway here? What's the one thing you should really walk away with? It's this. What we're seeing is the democratization of really powerful AI. Tools like this are putting secure, context-aware AI analysis directly into the hands of every single developer, on their own machine, for free. It completely levels the playing field, shifting that incredible power from the cloud right back to your own laptop.
And that brings us to a really interesting question to think about. As our own computers get more and more powerful, and these local-first AI tools get even smarter, are we headed for a future where sending our code to the cloud for analysis just feels old-fashioned? I think that future might be closer than we think.